Alright, let's look at graphing absolute value equations. Okay, so an absolute value equation is an equation whose graph is a V shape, hence absolute value V, okay, that points upward or down. So it can be a upside down V or right side up V. So translation is a shift of a graph horizontally, vertically, or both. So it could be one or the other. Now, translation results in a graph of the same shape and size, but it's going to be in a different position. So let's take a look at vertical translations first, ones that go up and down. So the graph y equals the absolute value of k is a translation of y equals the absolute value of x. So you're going to say k is going to be a positive number, okay? So when you do y equals the absolute value of k, it's going to translate the graph up. Basically moves this point, the vertex, up. So while the y equals the absolute value of x minus k translates the graph of y equals absolute value of x down, like this one. Goes from here down. So basically, if you are needing to move it up 3 units, you're going to take y equals the absolute value of x, and you're going to add 3 to the end of it, and that will take the vertex from here up 3 units to there. Notice the lines are still the same slope, that kind of thing, but it's just moved the graph up. Now in this one, y equals absolute value of x minus 4, it takes it and moves the graph down 4 units. So let's look at writing equations using a vertical translation. Okay, so we need to write an equation for each translation of y equals absolute value of x. This first one, it wants us to go down 8 units. So I'm going to say y equals the absolute value of x, use that. Now I need to subtract k. Okay, well you're going to do y equals absolute value of x minus 8 because you're going down 8 units. When I'm going 6 units up, I take the same thing except instead of subtracting k, I'm going to add k to get y equals the absolute value of x plus 6. Okay, now I want to do 2 units up. So I'm going to take this y equals absolute value of k, or excuse me, y equals the absolute value of x plus k, right? And I need to go 2 units up. So I'm going to do y equals the absolute value of x, and then at the end of that, I'm going to add 2 because I'm going up. Now, 5 units down, I take y equals the absolute value of x. Since I'm going down, I subtract 5. So it will go down. Now let's look at horizontal changes or horizontal translations. So basically we've got a positive h, just like we had the positive k. And this time you're going to add h or subtract h within the absolute value of bars to move it right or left. So if you add h, it translates the y equals the absolute value of x by h units to the left. I know it's a little different than what you're thinking. And then if you subtract h, it's going to go it to the right. Alright, so this is my original equation. Y equals the absolute value of x. So this one is going to move it left 2 places because I have plus 2. Notice the vertex is gone left. Okay, this one is going to go right because I'm subtracting 2. So I'm going right 2 places. Notice the vertex goes 1, 2 places right. Alright, so let's write some equations of a horizontal translation. Okay, I want to go 8 units left. That means I'm going left. I need to add to that x inside the absolute value bars. So I'm going to have y equals the absolute value of x plus 8. All in the absolute value bars. Okay, 6 units right, I'm going to subtract that. So I'm going to do y equals the absolute value of x minus 6 in the absolute value bars. This one, I've got 5 units to the right. When I'm going right, I subtract. So my equation is going to be y equals the absolute value of x minus 5. Okay? And the last one, I want to go 7 units left. So I've got to add. So it's going to be y equals the absolute value of x plus 7. And then you've done your translation. Alright, now let's put that all together and do some examples. But this time I'm going to do y equals the opposite of the absolute value of x. That actually flips the v shape upside down. Okay, so I need to go up 3 units. I use my same rules. That means on the outside the absolute value sign, I'm going to add 3. So I take this original one, and then I add 3 to go up. Okay, now I want to go down 1 unit and left 2 units. Remember to go up and down on the outside of the bars. I'm going to subtract 1 since I'm going down. And then to go left 2 units, I need to work inside my absolute value bars, and I'm going to add 2. So my end is y equals the opposite of the absolute value of x minus plus 2, then subtract 1. And then this is my equation. Okay, this one I need to go down 4 units and right 3 units. Okay, down means outside of the absolute value bars. I'm subtracting 4 right there. Right, I do inside the absolute values bars, and I subtract the 3. So I've got x minus 3 inside my absolute value bars, minus 4 on the outside. Notice since this had the opposite of the absolute value, I still keep it here for my answer right there. Okay, and then the easy ones, when you only have one move, I'm going left 5 units. Remember, we work inside our absolute value bars. So I would take y equals the opposite of x, absolute value of x, okay, and I add 5 inside to get y equals the opposite of the absolute value of x plus 5 for my equation.